All right, we're officially live on both right now. So if you're catching me on TikTok or YouTube, like I was telling those on TikTok that I'm doing card readings. I figured since I didn't have a video for you guys, it's the least I could do for today. And it's Oracle deck. So for YouTube, here's the deal. You get the first one free as far as like getting an Oracle card drawn. And then afterwards, you need to become a subscriber if you're not already. If you are already, then comment down below. And then when we do our Sunday live, I will do a reading for you. Which, by the way, you can use the chat option for YouTube to let me know that you're here. So that way I can give you a nice little reading. Because I do see that we got someone who is in that allows me to know, hey, who it is. So, and then for those of you over here on TikTok, it's a little bit different. To get a card drawn, all you got to do is comment something on the live. And if you want an extra, share the live. If you want a third card, which will be almost like a full reading, then subscribe if you haven't already. And that's how you get your cards. I need to get a ring light for the laptop, though. I really do. But for the one individual who's watching, if you are wanting a reading, I will need you to comment on the actual live. Hey, dear, how are you doing? I'm trying to figure out. There we go. That's perfect. All right. What do we got to tell Sarah? She reminds me of the babe. Babe with the power. Wait. Embrace the masculine. So are you having issues right now with someone who is of the male persuasion? Because it says embrace the masculine. So either you're dealing with someone of the male persuasion or you're not taking on the things that you need to take on. You're hiding instead of being out there. So that's the two things that I get from this one, my dear Sarah. And I'm glad that you were able to actually join us today. For those of you on TikTok, hey, Kathy. If you would comment, I can give you a reading. If you subscribe, you get an extra. If you share the live, you get an extra card as well. Hello, Maris. Yes, you may. Everyone gets a free card. If you want an extra card, then you will need to subscribe. If you already subscribe, I will look it up. And then Sunday, I will do another reading. Know you belong, Amaris. So it seems like you're having some issues with communication. It feels like that you're not being heard the way that you need to be heard. So I think that's something that you should work on, my dear. Ooh. I'm doing definitely a day to wish. I wish in a man's world. Carpenter and framing and obstruction. Oh, dear Lord, and you poor thing. Gave up on the milk counterpart. Oh, God love you, though. So I don't really know who this one's towards. Which, by the way, for those of you joining in, I'm doing readings. If you want a free reading, you have to comment something coming into the chat. Isn't going to help you. Also, if you want an extra reading, subscribe to us. And if you want another reading, then share the live. Oh, you're welcome, dear. So I don't know who this one is to. It may be for over here and it may be for over here because I got two of you guys going at the same time. But apparently there's messages someone is not paying attention to. You've been told over and over and you're not listening. and you think that it's because of who you are. Being different isn't a sin. So take that as it is. If it's something to do with how you are, then let it be gone. Another random message, seek answers within. So to me, since it was so close to that other reading, your answers you already know, and you are just denying those answers. For anyone joining for YouTube, may I ask a question? Here's the question I may ask of you. If you haven't got a reading, then yes. Does Nicole really care about me? Well, it looks like that's your first one. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead. If you have, hi, welcome back. Does Nicole care about me? Ooh, that was hard. I think that is a full loaded question for this reason being. There's a lot of emotions going on, and there's some things that aren't being understood fully. And I think that's something that you guys need to work through, even if you don't want to. So I would take that as face value. May I ask you a question, new subscriber? Hello, what would you like to know, my dear? Hello, guys. I'm not ignoring you. If I see you guys comment, I will give you a reading. I wish I could get more light. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can get some more light in here. Don't get me wrong. I'm a dark creature, but sometimes you got to step into the light. Reading candle always helps anyway. Yeah, you can see me. I know, right? It's horrible. What are Mackenzie's? Hello, Brooklyn. If you want a reading, you are going to need to comment. Well, that's a full loaded question. So we got 4 cards that popped out. Normally, like I said, I'm only doing one, but if more than one pops out, then that means that it's meant to be. So we got focus, then act. So that means that there's something that's being thought about, and they don't know what direction to go in. They're trying to trust into the signs that they're being given and their intuition. They want you to know that they care, but you are going to have to be patient, my dear. Some things don't happen as quickly as we want them to happen, unfortunately. Even the cards occasionally say it. Now, if you guys want... Ooh, someone's getting something. I think this is just a continuation. Love without condition. So apparently there's some kind of love, but it's limited by something. And you're wanting to share your thoughts, but you haven't spoken them yet. So that's what I would do, future dear. I would share them thoughts. I appreciate you guys coming to the live stream, though. And for those over on TikTok, feel free to join in. Someone's having a spiritual awakening, though. Whoever you are out there, know you are finally getting connected in the direction that you need to be, which is awesome. It is hot in here. I would put my hair up, but I look horrible with it up. The only time you'll ever see me with my hair up is I'm going through depression or it's too hot. And right now I'm pushing back the too hot. You're welcome, dear. I'm glad that you could join me, Sarah. Is there any questions, by the way, for anybody on YouTube or on TikTok? If you guys have any questions about anything magical, I'm more than happy to answer them while you guys got me here. I kind of felt bad that I didn't give you guys a live on YouTube. As you could tell from my outfit this morning, Mommy wasn't feeling well. I don't know what it is. Like with TikTok, I've noticed I've had trouble bringing in people when I do lives. Now, if I get on here on YouTube or any other platform, I have no issue. But getting the people in on TikTok, it's weird. I don't know if it's like an algorithm thing or what, because we got like, I think we hit 1,100 the other day. It's odd. Truly is odd. So how's everyone's day been on both sides? Have you guys had a good day so far? How did Indigenous Day treat you? That's why I was trying not to post as much actually on TikTok, so I could give other creators the chance to use the platform, because we all know how that goes. Hi, may I ask how my day is looking tomorrow? Yes, you may, girl power. Yes, you may. Were you planning to go anywhere tomorrow, girl power? Like, kind of, or are you feeling stuck? Like you haven't really been able to go out and do what you need to do. Tomorrow, though, it is going to bring you into question that you need to focus before you act. So watch what you do before you do it. All right. Tara. I love it. Tara. Yes, you may ask a question, Tara. What are our Christian feelings towards me? He is a Capricorn and I am an Aries. He is my ex. I want to have my baby tomorrow. Well, hopefully it goes well. Just take your time, my dear. I will light a candle for you and hope things speed up to where they need to be for you. And congratulations. Oh, poor thing. Not returning my calls. We just talked 2 days ago. So, Tara, there's a lot of relationship issues going on. By the way, for anybody joining over here, if you want a reading, you're going to have to comment. If you want an extra reading, you have to share. And if you want an extra reading after that, you are going to have to make sure that you hit that subscribe. So, first, let's go with Ashley. Christian. Christian. A lot of you guys are getting the same. You need to seek your answers within. So what that tells me is before you guys haven't talked, has there been anything going on? What was the reason of the split up? Is there something that you were talking about? Maybe you actually wanted to get back with him and maybe he's not. There's something going in there as far as the communication that you two had. There you go. Give it a couple more days. Don't act needy. He'll come to you. He kept calling me after 10 months. So, Tidra. Since we broke up. Here. Okay, so with Ashley, that was not your reading. I'm sorry. That was Tara's reading of the Don't Be Desperate. Now, as far as Christian, give me 1 second. Christian. And you guys got in a fight. You guys are It's kind of funny that you're both here. So the reason why I'm getting confused with what I first gave is because Ashley and Tara, I'm assuming that's how you say your name. If not, I'm sorry. You're both got the same card. So it's like you're both on the same path with similar situations. And as you're talking to me and as she's talking to me, it's odd. It's like here's a question for you both. Do you guys tend to not give time in between when things don't end well? This is a question for both Ashley and Tara. And over here, is there some advice on how to better protect myself from negative entities? There's multiple things that you can do to protect yourself when it comes to different entities. It just really depends on your path and your faith. Some people will use crystals to protect themselves. Some will keep salt with them as a form of protection, believing that the salt will actually soak up all that negative energy. Some will use amulets, pendants, mojo bags. It just depends on what path and what tool that you have. I usually block them. I went to contact and he kept calling. I told him before the relationship was over and he still called. No, I unblocked him. Sounds to me like you got mixed feelings, Tara. Sounds like on one hand, you're done and you want to cut ties, but on the other hand, you're wondering if it's a mistake. Sounds like you have mixed feelings as well. For those over here joining me, hopefully that helped you, by the way, Anthony. I like salt option, usually do crystals or amulet. By the way, one of our YouTube followers said they normally do like crystals and amulets, if that's something you want advice from other people besides me. He said he's in love with 2 women. He said he would tell me how it feels, but I don't know. I don't want to wait for disappointment. Hey, my dear. I know I'm not going to say this right. Bella Smella? I know I didn't say that right. I'm going to say you are Mella because that's easier for me to pronounce. I'm sorry. Belgium. Anyway, what was I reading? It's a disappointment. I think, me personally, I got it. Woo! Figuring out somebody's name. Yay. It's always a big win. It's almost like, okay, I got to take a squirrel break. You all know that I got squirrel tendencies. If you guys don't know, you're about to find out. So, having both of these going at the same time is so weird because on one, I feel like I'm doing what I normally do. But over here, I feel like I'm doing commentary for what I'm doing over here. So it's messing with me a little bit, but it's fun. But yeah. As far as like my own personal belief, not dealing with cards or anything else, Tara, like if they have to decide between 2 women, then that's something that you don't need. You are not something to be chosen or to wait after. You do what you want and you take the respect for yourself. Now, on the other hand, if you feel like he's someone that you can't live without, then yes, go ahead. But honestly, you don't need that in your life. If he's going to make that kind of decision, then what is he going to do later in the future when it gets tough? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Belgium. I don't know why I got to put that at the end, but I do. By the way, for anybody over here, if you want a reading, share the live, comment on the live, and subscribe. You're welcome, my dear. Seek your answers within. So, Belgium. I don't know why when I say your name, I just got to get really like, whoo. But is there a decision that you're trying to make in your life, whether it be work, love, stuff like that? The reason I say that is it says seek the answer. So that normally tells me that there's something going on that you're either thinking about or planning or have doubts about. it's never really an exact science when it comes to Oracle. So I got to kind of wade in between and figure out which one it is. Or at least that's how it is for me. And you're welcome, Tara. Thank you, Sarah. Every time I hear say the name Sarah, all I want to do is say, you remind me of the babe with the power. Power of voodoo, hoodoo. You know you're all singing it too. If you're not, you better look it up. The Labyrinth, David Bowie, and his bulge. Ooh. So are we questioning if we like them or not? Or did some feelings arise? That little darkness inside? I had that as my VM message. So at least it's not a bad thing. At least I'm not too far off on it. It's kind of nice having you guys on here. Like when I go live, I never do it like plan. Well, I try to plan it, but I never plan the time on Sunday. Eventually, I'm going to have to take a vote on a video to see what time would be best for people on Sundays. Because normally Sundays I do breakfast, do some like little stuff, do my dedications on my altar, and make dinner that night and kind of just relax. So that in between time that you guys see me on Sunday is normally when I have free time. Hello, Mary, and hello, us toilet seat. If you're on here, you guys want a reading. By the way, if there's anybody, I see 2 people on here, so I know that there's someone out there on TikTok land watching. If you are watching and you want to ask any questions or just curious about anything or want to jump in a conversation, and feel free. So what is your guys' plans for Samhain while we wait on others to come to get readings? What is something that you guys plan to do? I know my that week is hectic. Ugh. All right. It's got to the point to where I don't care what I look like. The hair is going up. It is too hot. And I have lost my hair tie. But it's all right. I can do some witchery. And where is that? There we go. Ta-da. Hair is a mess. Can you please repeat how to get another card reading? For YouTube, if you want another card reading and you are part of the YouTube family, if you are, hi, love you. You can either share this, subscribe, share it with friends who you may have. Or if you join Sunday, I will also be doing another 1 card reading as well. If you actually want like a full-blown reading, I do those where you get to pick off of the decks I got, which my collection is slowly growing. I've got a few different options that I read from when I do my readings. Sometimes I use all of them. Sometimes I only just use one or the other. It really just depends on what I'm feeling that day. But I've actually got, it says it on the cards. Give me a second. It's called the Enchanted Astrologer. I actually love this deck because it goes into the houses. It goes into the signs, along with a few other things that help with the reading, makes it more personalized. Knows what house we're dealing with, what issues we're having within that house for you guys as well. And then I got this other deck. I got this a while back from a gentleman who I no longer support. For Samhain, all slow and quiet in the backyard, fire pond, and some hand carving. Oh, that'd be cool. I like a nice little fire. Patrick Velaneza. It's called the Deviant Moon Tarot. Now this one, for those of you over here too, and just to recap over here, this one is a really cool deck. It reminds me kind of like a Tim Burton type of vibe. Just a little bit more odd and strange, which you think, how can it be more odd and strange than Tim Burton? But it can. Let's find one that's decently odd. And to whoever's messaging me, if you're not on TikTok and you're not on YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. I can't read your messages, at least not right now. This is perfect. So, to give you an idea of what it looks like, this is the lovers. This is the style. Actually, it's my daughter that's messaging me. So, I will have to answer that. Give me 1 second, my lovelies. I've got to go to my Facebook for a minute. Because I got my daughter, because I had a vision a few nights ago, and this image came up, and I am not artistically inclined, so to speak. So I gave it to my daughter and was like, draw this, and then when you get that done, come back to me, and I'll tell you what else I need to add it onto it. And then once I get it done, I will actually upload it on YouTube, and I will do a video on TikTok as well, so you guys can see it. That's not bad. It needs a little bit of work. Let me see if I can actually call her down here in a little second. All right, I'm going to go dark for those on YouTube for a minute. How is this for a sketch? I want it colored. As close to realistic as you can. Details. She hates it when I asked her to draw because that's never something simple. All right, I'm back. Hello, Jeannie. Welcome. As I was showing you guys my cards before, I got distracted by my couch goblin. This is my Thoth deck. I am not a thought. I am a Thoth deck. Yeah, that was a terrible joke. I will admit it. But, you know. And then if we're showing all of our cards, this is an angel deck. Now this deck and this deck was originally for my husband because he wanted them. I'm glad, Sarah, that you liked that joke. Hello, Emily, by the way. They're originally his, but he never used them. And then I started using them and I was like, they're kind of mine now. Sorry. He's like, it's all right. I never use them. I was like, but you keep on buying these decks because I think I'm going to use them. And I'm like, it's a whole thing. Okay, let's see. Let's play with the angel deck. I haven't played with that for a minute. So let's do Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Oh, I watched too much Forrest Gump when I was a kid. That's how I remember people's names. Ooh, Jenny. You got a lot of stuff, Jenny. Oh, expect when I say your name the whole time, it's going to be Jenny. Oh, I hope it's Jenny. Okay, either that or I'm going to look real stupid real quick. But we're not going to tell me because it's my world and this is my part of YouTube. Divine timing, serenity, and healing. So it sounds like to me that you just came out of a shitstorm. Either that or you got memories of a past shitstorm that are resurfacing. Whatever it is, there's a reason for it. It's either a reason that you're thinking about it or a reason that it happened. So take that as you're on the right track. It may suck, but there's a purpose. There's always a purpose. Yes, ma'am. By the way, over here on TikTok, I am doing readings, multiples, as you can tell. I got YouTube going over here as well. Say hi, fam. Anyway. So if you want a reading, there's a few ways to get it. One, stop scrolling, comment. You'll get a free reading. It's that simple. Or you can subscribe, get another card. Or, I don't know, whatever else. Share the live. That would get you a card. You could get a whole reading for free if you do those 3 steps. Simple. Einstein. Dear Lord. Thank you, Jenny. See, I can't say it normal. Sunday, I'll give you an extra reading. Can I have a card for what is to expect for next month? Hey, Emily, I'm sorry. I forgot all about you. I got so caught up with Jenna and her name and then her cards, and then I got to promoting. Because people who were coming in over here on TikTok, I'm trying to keep them up, and I'm glad that you can understand. See? This is why you guys love me. You love that squirrel mentality. Ooh. Emily. What the fuck, Emily? I'm pretty sure that's not the first time you've heard that in your life, so I don't feel bad for saying it. All right. So I'm going to ask, was there an issue with someone that you thought or you were hoping was somewhat like a soulmate? Because it feels like there was some intervention. Okay, so this is why I say soulmate. This came up backwards, and I was like, ooh, that's not good. And then guardian angel. So there was intervention. Someone came and told you some shit. Either that or your little witchy ways. You found it out. I don't know. You fucking figured it out. And he's screwed. Or she. Or they. Or whatever. I don't really care. You lost your focus. But now you're focusing on your healing. This one is the only one that actually came out like, hey, I'm good. We're square. So I would advise, take your time, my dear. Take your time. And screw them with a pitchfork. Or pull a little Nicky and give them a little bit of pineapple. That is my reading for you, my dear. I am not saying that name. I'm going to type this out. Just so you know the name that just got put in my chat over here on TikTok. That's the name that just popped up on my live feed. I will not be saying that name, Mr. Foot, and it will not happen. They are super accurate. Well, thank you. I do also do like readings if people actually like want a full spread reading. But you're going to have to message me or get a hold of me on one of our social media for that. Because I'm one of those people who don't set up like the whole website, like come get my readings from Miss Cleo. No, I'm not about that. I got a PayPal. You want a reading, you pay me. I get a hold of you. We chat, we laugh, we cry, we make fun of people. It's a whole thing. Hello, happy gal. Welcome to the live. So we're doing readings over here today. How does Capricorn feel about me? We're in no contact. Ooh. Well, if you're in no contact with a Capricorn, that's normally not a good sign. But I will be courteous and I will do the reading for you anyway. Oh, God, Jesus. I love you, my dears, but you all got some issues. So we got signs, music, and blessing, all of which have been turned upside down. Now, for some readers, they're like, oh no, it's upside down. It means nothing. No, that's bullshit. Everything has a meaning, and just because you don't want to acknowledge that meaning, which I'm pretty sure at this point that's what's going on here, you're facing the music, okay? It's not good. You've got the signs, and count it as a blessing. This was a blessing in disguise. You don't need that Capricorn energy messing with you. Not saying that they may not have been a bad person. It's just not, it was not right for you, my dear. Not right for you. Not at all. And sometimes we don't want to look at the signs. We don't want to look at the music. We don't want to deal with it. We want it to go the way that we want it to go, but it doesn't always happen that way. Hello, Maria. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing. If you are with us Sunday, then screw it. I'll give you a couple extra. I'm feeling generous. Oh, do. Maria, I guess. You're welcome, my dear. Hopefully it helps. Not all readings are bubbles. Ideas and inspiration. Someone's got some creativity going on. And it looks like there was supposed to be some kind of getaway that happened. The reason I get that is because the retreat, the soulmate, which led to some ideas and inspiration. So I don't know if that's really ringing any bells for you or not. Is it something that you had happen, that you were planning to do, or you're wanting to do? That is the question, because if you're wanting to do it, or it's an idea in your mind, that would explain the ideas and wanting to make it manifest. I just can't believe someone with a name like that would come up on my life. Like, are you ridiculous? Do 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 do. See, it helps when I give a reading that, like, you talk to me, because I don't know where we're going on here. I don't know, like, now I'm invested. Yes, my dear. Yes. Sorry. Okay, so just so anybody, oh, you're fine, dear. For anybody who's on here popping in and out, if you don't know, I've got 2 lives going. I got one for Facebook, and not Facebook, dear Lord. If I had a third computer, I would do Facebook. But I got one for YouTube, and I got one for TikTok going. So if you see me looking over here saying something, see, Sarah knows. Sarah. I give you the world, Sarah. Yes, I'll go over it again. I'm sorry. I'm like a squirrel. You'll get used to that while you're here. So what I was saying is we got ideas and we got inspiration. Then we got retreat and we got soulmate. So that either lets me know that you either one went on a retreat with somebody, you're thinking about going on a retreat with somebody, or yeah. And whatever it is, you're either planning for it or you're wanting to make it happen. So that's kind of where I've got, because, there's not really much more to pull from it. I mean, it could have ended badly. I don't know. That's not really in the cards at this moment, but it is something that, there was a retreat of some sort and some inspiration either came from it or is going towards it. Maybe I'm just keeping to myself. I mean, it's possible. It's highly possible. But the only reason that I say is because of soulmate. Soulmate normally means that, it's a mate for souls, because here's your soul going, hi, and there's another soul going, oh, hi, and then they meet and it becomes a soulmate. If it was just only you, I mean, you could probably be your own soulmate. It really just depends. Do you have multiple I know it's not the psychological term now. I think it's like DID. If you have multiple personalities, or if you're a Gemini, then yeah, it could be possible. Hello, over here, by the way, I'm doing readings. If you want a reading, you must comment to get a reading. Yeah, no, I don't. No, you don't. Which one? See, that's the thing about me. I asked 3 or 4 different questions. So is it no to all or no to yes? That made no sense. Part of being a squirrel. Oh, it's so hot in this house. Hello, Phantom. And welcome, my dear. Have multiple personalities. Okay, well, that's good. At least one of us doesn't. I know someone out there laughed at that. Dear Phantom, my dear, it is time to reflect. Apparently, you've had a situation arise that has made you question yourself. But you got to remember, just because you're all connected does not mean that you have to be super close. Friends, not lovers, as they say in the McDonald's world. With pickles. It's such a weird concept. Don't ask me why. I just gave your love life a pickle. Yeah. I gave your life a pickle. Welcome to the shit show. Hello, my lovelies. So, just for those who are new, one, I'm random. I'm like a squirrel. My nuts are everywhere. My tabs are open full. And I'm kind of a little bit of everywhere. So, yeah. Thank you for, I think it's popcorn. You are welcome, my dear, anytime. Mm. By the way, I still do have cards, and I can still play with my cards. Things a tarot reader will say to pick you up. That's good energy. We always love a nice little energy boost. Know you belong, my dear. Whoever you are out there, know that you belong. I know you're going through something, but it'll be all right. It will get better. Yes, the world is a crazy, crazy world right now, isn't it, my dears? To be honest, with the whole witch's ball that I'm going to vend and read and everything, I would be lying if I didn't say I was a little bit nervous. Because the last thing is, I don't want anybody in my house to get sick. So I am taking the precautions. Not as bad as some, but, you know. Exactly. Gotta love a good Gotham City reference. Give me a second. I gotta. All right. Because I got my child drawing something. Well, hello in Chicago. You're not that far from me. I'm in Ohio. We're just a few states away, my dear. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here on TikTok so that way I can focus on this crowd for a little bit. But I will be back on later tonight. So you guys have a wonderful night. And maybe. There we go. Takes forever for me to click off of See, I've got so many. If I had 4 computers, I would have been doing a live for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. But now it's just me and you guys. You should feel special. I got the candle ready and everything. Oh, no, dear. I'm not leaving. Oh, I think I just. Well, that didn't go well. When you try to end with one and end up ending with another, thus is life. I am going to be on here for a while, just so you guys know. I went off of TikTok for the reason being that way I can focus on you guys. And I can smoke a cigarette and not have to worry about getting banned off of TikTok. Because that's the thing. You can shake your butt and be a teenage girl, but smoke a cigarette and the world will burn. I know, bad habit. Not to mention that my hubby's going to be calling here soon, so probably in the next 6 minutes, by the time it takes me to smoke this, I will be jumping off of here. But I am having fun with you guys. I do have to do this more often. For those of you guys that don't know, we do lives on Sunday. If you guys want to comment for the ones of you that are left, what time works for you on Sundays, if Sundays do work for you at all. If not, pick a day. I might just randomly do a day each week. We'll have to see. But so far, it's been Sunday lives. Hello, my dears. Currently doing readings. They are still going on. They'll be going on for the duration of this video. I have not quite left yet. Anytime is good for me on Sundays. Well, I'm glad I still got you, Sarah. At least you're still here and you didn't leave me. I think I derailed the Phantom and he went back to Chicago. That was my bad. My fault. Sorry. Maybe he'll stop by Sunday. Who knows? I don't know why it's been so hot in this house. Like, it's been ridiculous. Hi, my friend Emily recommended me to you. Can I get a reading? What to expect when my connection with Caleb? Yes, you may, my dear. Thank you, Emily. You just gained a brownie point when I see you again, if you're not still here. If you want to gain an extra brownie point with me, you'll subscribe. Maybe. My aunt is doing better. She is doing better. Today she got out of the hospital. She's not out of the woods. 20%. Sorry for the reading, honey. Give me 1 second. 20% of her heart is only working. Her airflow is down. From what I understand, it's doing better now as far as the airflow, the heart thing, and just is what it is. And we're kind of just taking it step by step. It's really been kind of an emotional. It's been an emotional year, but I try to swing the positive vibes and all, you know what I mean? Jenna. Ooh. So here's a question for you, Jenna. Have you been saying what's on your mind or kind of holding it back a little bit? I really wish I knew what I did with my hair tie, though. That does annoy me. Even though my hair will stay like that, I don't like it too. And while I look for my hair tie, you will, obviously. Holding back. That explains it. This one right here is share your thoughts. So maybe if you share your thoughts, pay attention to the signs before you do, because the last thing you want to do is be the girl who shared her thoughts, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh no, I shared what I thought, and now I'm screwed. You don't want that. Look for the signs. I, at least, whenever I'm dealing with anybody, male, female, or both, I always give them 3 sign chance. That means that if there's something I'm wanting to talk about or something I feel that needs to be said, then I look for 3 different signs that would correlate to what it is I'm wanting to say. Well, my dear, that would explain nourish the soul. I just don't want to open up anymore. I just didn't want to open up anymore. I mean, sometimes, you got to do what's good for the soul. At least you could acknowledge the fact that that's not what you wanted to do. And, just because we end something doesn't mean we stop thinking about it. As much as we would like to say, oh, girl, I moved on. I'm having my drinks and living my best life. It's not always how it is. Give yourself some time. Give it 3 months. 3 months. That's the hubby. I'm still on here, but you're going to be hearing a conversation too. Give me 1 second, my dears. Oh, shit, girl. You need to get your shit back. I wouldn't be waiting. Get your stuff back. Hey, babe, we're on a live. We got some people. I got you on speaker, just so you know.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get your shit back. I would not leave my shit. I'd be like, hello, I think we need to talk. Send a few cute pictures. Go get your shit and walk out. I mean, that's just me. That seems cruel, but that's how I would do it. Especially if he gave you the feeling of you can't open up. How's work going, my dear?
Really busy. They put me on carts again today, and it's really super busy today.
Super busy?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but it is hotter than Satan's butt in this house. And I'm here with my lovelies on YouTube, and we're doing card readings and talking about love in the universe. And it's just, yeah.
It's not really that cool outside.
No, it's not the cool in that house. The cool in the house. The cool in the house and in the house board. Board in the house and in the house board. Yeah. But like I was saying, if you feel like we're going in circles, I felt like we were going in circles. I can feel that. Sometimes going in circles can be fun, especially if they're chasing you. But if they're not, then that's no fun. But I get what you're saying. Sometimes you just got to kind of jump out of the circle and make a V line for the woods.
The woods.
Well, that's what it is. Give it a few months and see where it leads. You know what I mean? If you feel like you need some time of separation and they're willing to wait, I mean, got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. It's not like it's going to stop you from thinking about them, though. You're very welcome, hon. I try to be helpful. How's it going for you?
For me?
Yep.
It's going all right. It's just busy. I was kind of glad to see it was break time. I was getting hungry.
I can feel that. Not really. I'm not there. I can't really feel your hunger, but I know the frustration of being hungry. I already ate, so I'm good, but, you know, past reflects on the present. All right, my dears, I'm going to get off here because it's going to be really awkward if I upload this and I got a full conversation of me, my husband, and you guys, which don't get me wrong. I love a good cuddle puddle, but we're going to cut this short and I will see you guys Sunday. So Sunday, and let's shoot for 4 o'clock. Bye, guys.